Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of UnOrdinary, Chapter 293. Last time, John found the book UnOrdinary with Blake and Remy. Because Remy was reading it, Blake's like, maybe not read that. Also, that whole funny exchange with Ison as well. He's like, bad book. So yeah, John knows they have the book. He's probably wondering, do they know who wrote that? Because it has like W.H. Doe as the author. And they've actually met the author, they just don't know it yet. Where'd you get that from? Hey man, it's fine, don't worry about the suit. Yeah, he had to return that suit, or what was left of it. What the hell, I recognize that cover anywhere. Where do they have a copy of UnOrdinary? And the boys' dormitories. Finally done. So you had some homework, and you see the pants. What the hell are those two up to? They don't have their abilities, and yet it seems like they got into a huge fight. My pants are all ruined. How'd they make it back without a single scratch on them? Wouldn't you like to know? And then he's like, yes I would. UnOrdinary, W.H. Doe, the manuscript that his father wrote. Where'd they get it from? And only one's ballsy enough to keep a copy are vigilantes, unless they are. I guess he technically doesn't know that, yeah. It wasn't until I started visiting a ton of other districts that I realized how great I had it. Well, I guess you do know about Blake, but also the others you don't really know. A lot of times a single hide tier can terrorize an entire town, so I decided I want to use my ability to help others as much as I can. They can't really be. And now, Remy, the authorities aren't as reliable as everyone thinks. Tell them anything. And next thing you know, we'll be the ones in trouble for knowing too much. Can they? Uh-oh. He's like, sure. Let's see here. 6:30? God, I wish I could get up at 6:30. I have to get up 2 hours before that. I was already at work for over an hour by the point you're getting up. Yay! Anyway, John's like, why does it look like he got taller? For some reason, I don't know. It was weird. Morning? Morning. Dang, those toe spreads, my dude. What's up with your toes? He looks like he got web feet. Hey, shit. Are you guys, vigilantes? And I was like, huh? No. What's the point? I can't hide any. Oh yeah, I guess he didn't outright say it, but he definitely was giving off the impression. I can't hide anything from him anyway. How about a deal? You tell us what's going on with Spectre, and we'll tell you what we've been up to. Such a deal. Remy and Ison walking through the school one day. You had the book for one day. And not only did you read it, you guys somehow managed to leak it. I said I'm sorry. Wait, whose room is this? I'm not sure. Let's see here. Oh, the whole party's here. So, what's this about? Time to everybody spill their guts. Or no, wait, this might be Seraphina's room, because I think in the girls' dormitories, they have a more separate room. No, the boys have it too. I don't know. After yesterday, John caught on to us. And since we've also been acting suspicious, we decided it's best to just tell each other what's going on. I mean, it's better to have a coalition than two factions, let's just say. I mean, it didn't work out in Kingdom, but you know. Okay, you guys first. Come on, let's hear it. So John's like, spill your guts, man. What? No way, you lost my jacket and fucked up my pants. You don't even want to know what happened to that jacket. So you go first. You told me not to worry about it, so... He's just like, John, just tell him. It's okay, I'll start. Spectre keeps their disabled in control through an ability recovery device, and we tried to steal it. Unfortunately, one of the bigwigs saw through our plan and stopped us. This has actually gotten Blake's attention. We managed to escape with only half our power, and John destroyed the machine. Sorry, Blake, we lost your jacket on our way out. Don't worry, though, we'll replace it. Well, that explains it. I'll never see that jacket again. But even at half power, I imagine most high tiers would still have trouble against you two. Spectre must be pretty stacked if you guys had to escape. Yeah, the fact that you don't know the full story of they have 2 powers, we would have done a hell of a lot better if not for those damn ability converters. Ability converters? Apparently it's tech they stole from Next Gen. It gave them an extra ability to use. Some kind of purple claw. She remembers purple. Wait a minute. Does that mean that when we saw Vulcan, that I'm starting to wonder if those claws were not her own, but actually was like she made them into her own. She had like the Phantom Claw ability, but also like a fire ability, which then really makes me wonder how she's related to Arlo, you know, biologically. So he must have got his power probably from the other side of the family then. But what if she was able to merge those abilities because she's had a lot more time with this conversion technology, and she was able to merge them into a perfect new ability, the Flame Claws. An extra ability? Your aunt, what ability does she have? She has a variety of, or she has a variation of my barrier. Yeah, right. What? But Vulcan has Flame Claws. I've been trying to put it together for so long. So that's how she does it. She uses different abilities when she's out and about. I see. Ember agents disguise their abilities using this converter. That's what... Well, except for the assassins. They don't. Iceman be running around all kinds of things. But then again, maybe he actually doesn't have both the ice and the water abilities. Maybe he just has one or the other, and then he was given a... But that doesn't make sense either, because they made it seem like a big deal that they had only 2 powers. So I highly doubt, even if it was a similar ability to your own, or like, you know, because the water cycle and whatnot. But no, it wouldn't make sense either, I guess. But anyway, that's why they can use those flaming claws, and why there's no evidence of other types of attacks on their victims. Hang on, you're telling me you actually encountered Ember? Yeah, they're spilling their guts now. Authorities haven't even found anything on them. That's right, John hasn't been caught up on any of this. Yeah, because Ember and the authorities are working together, and the media has been hiding the fact from the public. They're all in on this. Why? The vigilante movement started off with overwhelming support from the public, from lower districts especially, because they were finally getting some real protection. Authorities aren't happy with the influence superheroes were suddenly gaining, so they made Ember to annihilate the popular ones. Or eliminate. Annihilate is better. And blasted them on the news to steer people away from vigilantism. Yet you guys still went and did it. My brother was murdered by Ember. He was a vigilante called Ecstatic. Those 2 agreed to help me investigate his death. And she was like, my 2 husbandos. And that's how we started. The book you saw, that also belonged to him. She's mentioned her brother before. My brother was the former king here at Wellston. You reduced the amount of violence at school. So I'm telling you it's possible. As far as I know, he's just as useless as every other high tier. Or high ranker. It says your bother, but it's supposed to be your brother. So, was that misspelled back then, too? Your brother can go to hell for all I care. That was not one of his shining moments. But I didn't know he was the same ecstatic from the news. I didn't know he was dead. Excuse me. And Sarah's just seeing this reaction. And it's like, he's connecting the dots. Now he's like, damn, I was really a bastard during that moment. If anyone reports us for having an UnOrdinary, we could get into big trouble. So we hope you to help us keep it a secret. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Snitching on you would be like snitching on ourselves. You see, we've also read it. Well, John especially. He's read it a few times. You what? And Eisen's just back there like, am I the only one that's hardly even touched the damn book, much less read it? How did you even get your hands on it? Got us all worried for nothing. Is this going to finally reveal who did it? I bought a copy when it first came out before the ban. Then I let Sarah borrow it. She's like, oh, you're not even telling them. That book got me suspended for a month, and there's still more punishments pending. The only reason authorities stopped coming after me for now is because they think I'm powerless. So that's why they were gone for so long. How long do you have your current abilities for? Probably till the end of the week. Then we'll... My God, I didn't even consider the possibility that it would be temporary. Then we'll need a different way to get them back. Spectre has control over dozens of high tiers, right? That couldn't have been the only recovery device they have. You may be right, but I doubt there's another in this area. It'd be further away. We'd have to go... we'd have no way to get to them. That's if you can even find another one of their bases. And we don't know where any of them are. But do you have a connection? Who does know? One person comes to mind. Let's see here. Now we're back at the university. So I'm guessing Caden. And we'll probably see Kuyo as well. Everyone I have your exams graded. Don't forget to take it before you leave. Everyone's chattering. Caden's getting his. Please let it be good. Peaks. 94. Sweet. Yeah. Oh, it's a chemistry exam based on the molecule arrangements on the paper. Those are fun. I've never done chemistry in my life. Anyway, yes. Thank you, Professor Darren. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what he was helping him with. And Kuyo's like, oh, hey, nice. We got the same score. Oh, all that studying paid off. I was waiting to see if he actually didn't have the same score and it was higher. This calls for celebration. Ooh. How about drinks after class? Sure. First round's on me. That's that one went by fairly quickly. Okay, John didn't reveal his connection to the book. So that's still gonna be an ongoing unknown for the new people in the, let's call it the UnOrdinary group. I guess. I don't know. Our main cast at the moment. So they're devising a plan. We're on a time frame because if they don't get to that next device within the week and actually can recover their powers even to halfway, they're not going to get another chance, I imagine. It's going to be very difficult to be able to go break into another, facility, considering they're basically on everyone's shit list right now. So that ain't going to work. So, yeah. So, the clock's ticking, but they got new allies. Everyone's more or less revealed everything, except for a few things, you know, but every party does have its secrets. That's just how it goes. You don't necessarily reveal your full hand when you're sitting at the table. You always want to have a few cards left up your sleeve so that you have some leverage later on. So, but we'll see. These aren't necessarily leveraging cards that they're holding from the other party, but, you know, it's still something that may become of value later on. Like, once they find out John's dad is the author, that'll probably change a lot of their perspective. And then they'll actually probably fully change their viewpoint on the book entirely. Even Ison I could see, because once he gets explained like why the book was written originally, he'll probably be like, dang, this changes my whole worldview kind of deal. So I could see that happening. As for the whole, you know, like, you know, Remy telling them about Arlo's aunt, we'll have to see how that would necessarily change anything. Like, they'll definitely start wondering. Like, so I'm guessing the Flame Claws isn't what I thought of her, like, making a perfectly unified ability while she's under the effects of the converters. But we'll see. But I'm assuming it's not, which would have been awesome. Like, if you could actually unify abilities with enough practice. Kind of in the way that John sorta does, but he doesn't even do that. So that would show, like, she has more creativity and whatnot, if that were the case. But the fact that more people also have the same thing, and it wasn't always going to be her, obviously. But, you know. And we did see at least one other person with the Flame Claws, so that theory's probably nothing anymore. In the same chapter it was created, and it really shouldn't have ever been a thought I had, but I had it, you know, because I forget things, but then I remembered things, and now I'm just, you know, but we'll just put that idea on the back burner. Who knows what may happen in the future of the series. I mean, abilities might start being fused together. We don't normally see it in this series. This isn't My Hero after all, but because, you know, normally it's just one ability that gets passed down to the, you know, the offspring and whatnot. But who's to say? With enough genetic manipulation, anything's possible in this series. I mean, the fact that you're getting bestowed abilities from other people is in itself its own form of, you know, fusion. So we just need to take that next step forward, you know, next level. Minus the gaming. But yeah, so that was completely unplanned. I just threw a t-shirt on, so, you know. But yeah, that, we're definitely going to have some interesting things moving forward now that we have a group of 5 instead of 2 and 3. And also Caden and Kuyo, you know, we'll see. I imagine Kuyo will be attacked or something. Like, the fact that they're going out for drinks, like, this seems like something we're actually going to get to see. And I'm imagining he's either going to get pulled in to Caden's, you know, work, or he's going to be considered, you know, a target, and he'll be attacked, and Caden won't want that to be happening, and then he'll be pulled into their group. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, he would be a very good ally to have. I mean, Kuyo has been very well utilized as a character. You know, when he's utilized, that is. So we'll have to see. He's pretty competent. Well, he's very accomplished in battle. We haven't really ever seen him lose, per se. So, I mean, tactical retreats aside, you know. But yeah. Anyway, but that's about all I have to really say about the chapter. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I missed, misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. And until next time, Quichelings, when I ripped my pants, I thought I had the whole world by my side. But then it happened. He lost my jacket.